What's up, guys? Today is a video for a Connect 4 game, so let's get right into it. So the first thing is I have got all the sprites, created all the variables, and actually have a sprite completed because I think I covered this code in other stuff. So anyways, if you don't know what this is, it's a grid sort of a thing, so you just have to do when green flag is clicked, render. Render can go on run without screen refresh. And then these are the codes, so you can stop the video, quickly do it, and resume. So, okay. So with that complete, for this you need two sprites, 24 by 24 squares, with a pretty light one and a bit darker one. Those two are the ones you need for this sprite. No variables are required. You can name it grid. Next one is square. Just get the square from the grid and then color it red and green, or red and yellow, red and blue, or whatever color you want. It's totally fine. It has no code in it because we're going to be doing it in this episode. The scanner has a middle, which is in the middle. So you see it's centered on the screen. Top left is based on the middle. It's in the top left. Top right is at top right. Right and left, it can go on the right of the middle. Up down, it can go up. Based on the middle. Make sure you don't make it too big, and that's going to be all good. Now, for the victory, it has no sprites or nothing. You can make your own sprites. It's quite literally going to be victory, so if red is victorious, it's going to go red is victorious, yellow is victorious, green is victorious, something like that. So we'll go on and start off with a square sprite. So you can come here and then create all these variables before we actually start. All of them are for all sprites. And we can go to events, get a when green flag is clicked. We can show. We can switch our costume to red. And we can wait 0.5 seconds. Now get the forever loop, and I'll get a go to sign. Go to position. And then, there's going to be a lot of operators blocks right here. Get a subtract. Actually, I do need to put an addition in there and a subtract in the addition. We're going to put the mod blocks, put it in the second slot for the subtraction for both of them, and put 24 in the second slot of the mod block. So this is the length of one side for each square. And for this plus, for the x, we're going to put 12 in. That is half of that value. And then now it's super simple. You just go to sensing, get mouse x, put it in two of the go to x's, and two mouse y for the go to y's. And then what you're going to do is control, if statement, and then you need two and blocks, 1, 2, and then get to not blocks, 1, 2, and go to sensing, get a mouse down, and touching color. We're going to quickly start the project, and we're going to come right here, and then click that, and then get this red color, or whatever color you have. Go to costumes, switch to costume to your other one, and then select a second color to be that. There you go. And you can stop the project, and then you can go at the pen extension. You just have to go to the left bottom, click the add extension, and get the pen extension. Now you will stamp. You can put the stamp right there, and then we can go to variables, or actually, yeah, there is already two pen blocks, so you should have already got it. If you don't know how, then there you go, you can get it that way. Come to variables. I'm quickly going to hide all of these. We can set our X position and set our Y position like that, both to our current X position and Y position. We can hide, we can show, and then go to event, get a broadcast and wait. Put it between the show and hide. Create a new message, name it scan, and we will wait until you can quickly duplicate this and get the not mouse down block. There you go, and then we will get a next costume block, which is right here. That is all for the square. Now what this does, it makes it snap, makes those squares snap to the grid. You can click on it to get the color. So now this will allow you to actually play the game. There you go, and then you can't select a square that already was selected before. So that's cool, but now we need a way to detect stuff. So that is where the scanner comes in. It has most of the codes, but I tried my best to get the least amount, and it ended up exactly 100 codes. So let's get started. Get a one green flag clicked. We can set top count to 0, then hide. And then what we can do is when I receive scan, we can show. Now scan is broadcasted every time we put a tile down. And then we can set top count to 0. We need many blocks now. We can create check up/down. You can also say check vertical. Click around without screen refresh, and then do check horizontal or right/left. Run without screen refresh. Make a block. Name it check diagonal left to right. Run without screen refresh. Check diagonal right to left. Run without screen refresh. And another block. Count, run without screen refresh. And reset, run without screen refresh. Those are all the blocks you need to create. And we can quickly organize these. And I'm going to quickly move them all to the right and organize again. Okay, this looks fine to me. So you can get check up down, check right left, check diagonal left to right, check diagonal right to left, and we can get an if and greater than if top count is greater than 3, then we can broadcast win. There you go, and then that's where the victory sprite comes in. We can quickly do this because I won't be messing around with it too much. You can take your time and create it. I just covered it in many of my videos, so if else, if equals, if color equals red, then, switch costume to red, or like if not, it means it's green's turn, or whatever your other color is. Then we just do switch costume to green, show up, ta-da, something like that. Because I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to put stop all in both of them. So let's go back to scanner, and we can continue on, starting off with our reset block, because it's the one, a very important one, it's used a lot. The reset has set count to 0, and then we have to go to X position, Y position, and then we can switch costume to middle, and if else, if, now we can do touching color, your first color, and touching color, your second color. Now we can go get the color variable, put it in both of these, right red, green, or whatever your color is. The next one will be the count block. This one is used a lot as well. It's the longest one actually. The first thing we're going to do is if else, if equals color is red, and you will do if else right here, and then we can duplicate that. Or actually, I'll start off with the red because that's my first color, and we can um, duplicate this, change this to a if statement, and get OR blocks. So duplicate that one time and get the touch and color blocks. Duplicate that and fill the other two spaces up as well. Keep the green, get the two tile colors, the light gray and a bit darker gray. And we have to get if statement. We can duplicate this. We can just flip this around, duplicate, and count. By the way, you can't normally just right click and switch your blocks or, search for blocks unless you have the Scratch add-ons, which I covered in one of my videos. You can go check that out if you want. So now when you have done that, okay, by the way, I switched those around. Like, you might forget that and go like, okay, it is not working, but, that could be one of the problems. So check that. And we'll set our variables to top count. If the count is currently greater than the top count, we will replace the top count with count and then reset our count. And then we can just get change count by 1 for this one. And then we can duplicate this and then switch these to around like that. And that's it for count. Now comes the check up, down, right, left, diagonals, stuff like that. We will start off with the up, down. They are all extremely similar. So we need to get the reset, and then we will get the count, and go to control, go to repeat loop, only include count. We will repeat 15 times. There are 15 tiles vertically in this grid. We will switch costume to up, down, and then we will set Y to negative 192. So this is a one more tile below, so out of the screen. And we will change Y by 24. That is all for the up, down. And then the rest is just super similar. For the right and left, quickly duplicate that. You can change the set Y to, change it to set X to, and then we'll set it to negative 252. And then switch to costume right/left. Repeat 20 times. There are 20 tiles horizontally in this grid. And then we can change this to change X. The 24 can stay as it is. So that is all for the right/left. So super easy. Now remember, these two have super similar names, but the check diagonal left to right will be the one I'll be doing right now. So check that, get that in mind. Make sure you don't mess up. Now for the left to right, we need the top right costume, and we will get the repeat until block. We can put it right over there. Get the change Y by 24 and the change X by 24. And we can all get them negative, so negative 24, negative 24. And then get the touching edge right there, and we will repeat 15 times, count, and you can just duplicate them, but invert them back to positive numbers, and that'll be all. The repeat loop will stay as 15. You can duplicate that for the right to left diagonal check. Switch the costume to top left and change the X to change X by 24. The Y can stay as it is. And then change the X to negative 24 for this one. When you click the green flag, it should now be all complete, all ready to go. You just have to make the main menus and the end, victory, and lose, stuff like that. When I click the screen, it gets that done. Or actually, one more thing, I think. Uh, the current scanner isn't hiding. So what you'll do is put a quick hide under at the bottom of the when I receive scan. So we can now go ahead and click red, green, red, green, red, green, red. So there's 4. And then the game stopped because we have the stop all for that. So it's looking all good. The side is working well. I'll show you the diagonal. There you go. For diagonal, the game stopped. It's all working pretty nicely. You can play it on with your own, or get to play with your friends and stuff. If you don't have friends, well, I don't know, you can create the AI or something. You can switch this to 4 to make it connect 5. You can switch it to 5 to make it connect 6. I never heard of connect 6 before, but yeah. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna leave it at 3, and that was connect 4 in Scratch. So I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Peace.